Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation. And this is one that you guys actually suggested. I asked you guys what kind of build I should work on next, and a ton of you had some great recommendations, and I'm trying to kind of chip away at a few of them one by one. So it might take a little bit of time, but this one was actually super fun and came together really quickly. So as you guys could tell from the title of this video, this is an apartment for a small family. This is the 131221 Chic Street lot in San Myshuno, and I think it was originally a one-bedroom apartment, if my memory is serving me correctly. To be honest, I had another apartment build already here, so I just kind of bulldozed that one and then made this one, so I don't even remember what the original layout looked like. I'd have to go into a blank save, which ain't nobody got time for that, so I honestly can't remember, but I really love this apartment. I kind of let my guard down a little bit with some of the restrictions that I put on myself when I start picking objects for builds. I try to have things match almost too much. I don't know where that impulse comes from, but it's rather strong, so I tried to fight that a little bit here, and the first thing I work on is the kitchen, which is a really small galley kitchen. Again, I was thinking that it's, a reasonably small unit, and it's actually for a family of 4. So I was thinking that there are 2 parents, and they have a child sim and a toddler. I didn't go into too much detail as I was kind of building this apartment either with the family. I don't know if it's like 2 dads, 2 moms, a mom and a dad. I don't know if it's maybe grandparents that are taking care of the 2 kids. I really have no idea, and I didn't even think of who the kids really are either. I just kind of wanted to go with whatever inspired me and just let it take me to wherever it was going to take me. Sounds really cheesy, but it's true. I kind of just went with the flow with this one. And the galley kitchen was pretty much the first thing that I wrapped up, and I wanted to ensure that this space right here near the entrance could be the living/dining space. I knew it was going to be a tight squeeze, but I found a way to kind of make it work. And I wanted there to be a couple of spots throughout this apartment that looked like extra storage areas, because it's such a small unit that you'd probably be limited on storage space. So I made the TV console these 2 little kind of like end tables, I suppose, but they came with laundry day, and since they have so many handles, I was thinking that there's obviously tons of drawers, and that would be a great opportunity to store like miscellaneous knickknacks and like random clutter. Am I the only one that has a drawer in their house/apartment that's just a random drawer? Like, I can't be the only one that does that, right? It's like the random things drawer that don't actually have a place. I feel like everyone has one, so let me know if you're one of those people, because I definitely do. And I was thinking that most of those drawers were basically the random drawers because there was no way to organize the miscellaneous things that they had. I don't know. I also combined these 2 Parenthood couches, so your Sims cannot sit in that little kind of like corner nook, but there are at least 2 seats on each couch that they can sit on. So since there's 4 Sims in this household, it would work perfectly because, well, yeah, toddlers can sit on couches and stuff. I don't know why I was questioning that in my head. I also put a shelf over that side of the couch, and I raised up that wall art that we got with Eco Lifestyle and just added a plant and a little lamp, and there's a mirror over the other couch, and then there's a bookcase at the end. Again, it's really cramped space, so basically between this bookshelf and the half wall that separates the living space from the galley kitchen is the very small dining space, and I end up putting a high chair, I think on the opposite half wall as well, kind of near that corner shelf that I pulled out from Cats and Dogs, just because it didn't really work. Like, I wouldn't be able to get 4 chairs at a table in this little space, at least not with how I was envisioning it, so I just pull out one of the tables that we got with Eco Lifestyle as well as the matching chairs, which I absolutely love. They look a little bit more on the affordable side, like maybe this family picked them up at the flea market or like a secondhand store or something like that, just to have a little bit of a dining space without, really stretching their budget. And then I put the high chair over in the other corner, as you guys saw. Also, hopefully you didn't just hear my phone go off. It's definitely on vibrate, but it's definitely on the desk, so please ignore that. And then I just place a picture over the dining table here, and I put these little lights that came with Dine Out. I sized them down twice just to make them not so overbearing, but the light's a little overbearing, so I actually get rid of one of the overhead lights at one point as well because it was just too bright which is odd for me to say because I love bringing in a lot of light into my builds, because the game itself, like without my reshade, is pretty dull. I'm not saying like the game as in gameplay, I mean literally how it looks. It's not as colorful or vibrant as I prefer. And I did use this shelf as well from Eco Lifestyle. As you can see, Eco Lifestyle is still having a very strong influence on a lot of my builds, because I'm still very excited about these new objects and I really, really like them. So I tried not to use everything from that pack because it didn't really meet the aesthetic and kind of like the look I was going for. But I did clutter up each of these shelves with miscellaneous toys and books and other clutter items, just because it looked a little bit empty. And like I said, I think they're limited on storage space, so they have like random knickknacks everywhere. And since I had this little nook here, I decided to make it a closet. And you know what I realized, and I thought it was so odd, is those walk-in kind of closets that came with Get Together, I believe, mostly. You can't just like change into an outfit. You can change the sim, which takes you into create a sim, and you can plan outfits and all that other stuff, but you can't just like change your outfit like you can with a normal wardrobe, which I thought was weird, because my logic here, since this is now the parents' bedroom, it's a little bit small and I didn't give them a dresser because it just would not work. Like there wasn't the space for it, and I didn't want to use one of the one tile ones. It was just too small. So I was thinking that that closet out in the hallway was basically where they kept most of their clothes. We can play pretend, so that's kind of what I'm going for. And I put this really, really cute picture. It's kind of like an inspirational poster type thing over their bed, because I was thinking that that was something that maybe one parent gave the other when they had their first child, like, you know, mama bear, papa bear type thing. I have no idea. They also have a wall mirror and just a couple of paintings. Like I said, their room is fairly small, so I didn't have too much space to really clutter it up. And then I add some ceiling fans. I add them in the living room and the bedroom there, and then I use a light from Laundry Day because it looks like the bulb is kind of like hanging right below the fan, which I thought looked really nice. They look really cool merged together, and it provides a significant amount of light, surprisingly. I also add one of these little like clothing shelving unit things just because limited on storage space, right? And I get rid of one of the chairs over in the dining space to put a plant. At the end of the day, they won't all be able to sit at the table together, but I still think it works. And then I move on to the bathroom because I didn't want to do it last like I typically do in builds because I forget about them. So I moved on to the bathroom, and they do have obviously a full bath because it's the only bathroom in the apartment, and they have a shower tub combo because I was thinking that they had a toddler, and of course you need the bathtub to bathe a toddler. Otherwise they will get really, really gross, and we don't want that. And I was thinking that since it pretty much is shared with the entire family, that they were like, you know what, let's just get a shower curtain that the kids like. You know, it's like half the kids' bathroom, half the parents' bathroom. You know, it's it's very, very much so shared. And then I move on to the kids' room, which I was kind of going for like this ocean beach theme. I didn't find as many items as I was anticipating that kind of followed along that theme or would kind of match. But then again, I didn't spend a significant amount of time looking. I spent a good chunk of time, but I probably could have spent more to find a few more things that would have fit perfectly, but I still like how it came out. So there is the toddler bed from Eco Lifestyle, the single bed, and the dresser, all from that new pack. And I originally have a mirror over this dresser, but I end up swapping it out for some of the like kids artwork. It looks as though they did like a bunch of drawings and they hung them from almost like, looks like repurposed wood, something like that. And I did that because they were kind of like beach drawings and whatnot, so I thought it fit perfectly. And then I just add some more kid clutter. So there's like the little, I don't know, little art box there and just like the little bookshelf. And I also remember to add both of the night lights, which I always seem to forget. There's the one that keeps the monster under the bed away, I believe, with Parenthood. And then there's the one that I believe prevents the toddlers from having nightmares, I think. And I think it's base game because we got toddlers with base game, right? That would make sense. I think so. I also add like a bookshelf, and then I clutter it up with just a couple of toys and whatnot. And I think I actually forgot toddler blocks. So if you do download this and you realize that those are not there, I'm sorry. You may just have to add them because I didn't add any toddler specific activities now that I look back on it, which kind of stinks. They also don't have like a singular toy box. Wow, I actually missed a few things, but The kiddo at least has a creativity table so they can draw some pictures and whatnot and kind of increase that skill. And that is actually pretty much it for the build. So I hope you guys did enjoy this apartment renovation. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you guys next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Are you hearing my words I'm saying to you? 'Cause I'm looking in your eyes, you're looking past mine, but I'm just trying to break the cycle. Why are you staring at the door like I'm in the way? If you're leaving, that's fine, but don't forget your pride.